Excited for this, the 2025 debut of the 25-year-old Matthew Liberatore. Such a weapon a year ago, specifically out of the pen. He came in, lengthened out as a starter, won a job with a dominant spring.
And what we got is a first batter strikeout. Slider takes care of Ward for out number one.
Matthew Liberatore showed off the easy fastball at 95-96, a breaking ball in this one, the backdoor slider. Not sure he was trying to put it right there, but it ended up working out perfectly.
Rengifo 2 for 16 on the season, 0 for 3 here last night. Sharply hit and a sinking line drive handled by Alec Burleson to his left.
2 up, 2 down for Liberatore, and here's Mike Trout.
A swing, a foul tip. Hayes hangs on, strike 3. Trout strikes out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Angels, with the Cardinals coming up at Busch Stadium.
Well, here's a bona fide Chicago Cub hero now making his Angels debut, and against a team he's had a lot of success against here in St. Louis. Kyle Hendricks on the mound.
Yeah, 14-4 in his career, 7-2 here in this ballpark.
Lars Nootbaar's done a great job in the leadoff spot. Broken bat turns into gold. Nootbaar has a leadoff single, his third hit of the series.
Didn't have to be hit hard, but he did think up the middle. This is a changeup. It was well off the plate, fading away from Hendricks. Man, that's a good pitch.
Here's the 1-2, and that is lifted in the air. It's hit pretty well, going back on it, and now on the track, reaching up, making the catch is Taylor Ward. Tagging and moving from first to second on that fly ball to the warning track is Nootbaar. So it's deep enough for that runner to advance. Brendan Donovan, who had a home run in last night's game, will be the next batter.
2 balls and a strike. Donovan lines one to left field. Taylor Ward comes in, moves over and makes the catch. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Arenado with 2 outs and a man on second.
Oh, here's the pitch, and this is bounced off his glove. It caroms over to Rengifo. The throw to first is in time, and that's how the inning will end. So it'll go down 1-4-3.
So Gorman 3 for 4 in his debut, leads off the second. The Cardinals have the game's only hit. Swing drive deep toward right. Trout back, twisting, turning the wrong way. That ball ricochets off the base of the fence, and Gorman has another hit, a ringing leadoff double.
Well, everything from Nolan Gorman early in the season has been loud. This one, it's a changeup. It hangs up.
Here's Jordan Walker. Let's see if he can advance the runner and perhaps pick up an RBI.
Shot toward second and past Rengifo. Here comes Gorman around third. Adell's throw is going to be cut off. Jordan Walker with an RBI single, and the Cardinals strike first.
That right there is the exact approach that you needed to have against Hendricks.
Scott is 5 for 15 with 2 runs scored, a double.
That's hammered toward right. That's down in front of Trout on a big hop. Cardinals are being very patient. I think you hit it on the head, partner. They are letting the ball travel.
The runners lead at first and second.
The runners go. Pitch caught on miss. Darno's throw is high at third. It's a double steal for the Cardinals. Mason Wynn down on strikes, and now there are 2 outs.
2-1 pitch. This is a fly ball hit into shallow right. Trout is there waiting. He'll put it away, and that's how the inning will end. Tim Anderson is the batter. 0-1 is the count on the Angels shortstop, who swings at this one, and he's going to drop one into left field for a base hit. Falls a few feet in front of Nootbaar in left. And that is the Angels' first hit of the ball game, a 2-out single, and Taylor Ward will be the next batter. Pitch on its way. This is lifted in the air to right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit, and going first to third will be Anderson. Taylor Ward picks up a 2-out hit, and the Angels have him at the corners now. Need a hit from Rengifo.
And now the Angels have an opportunity to tie this game up.
And the Angels 2 for 19 with runners in scoring position. Runners at the corners here in the pitch, and Rengifo with a shot into left field. That's going to drop in and bounce out near the corner. A run is scored. Angels are going to have runners at second and third on an RBI double. 3 straight 2-out hits. The game's tied at 1.
See how Trout does here with a chance to give the Angels the lead as he rips one fair down the left field line. It scores 2 runs. Ward and Rengifo are in, and there's Mike Trout coming through. A 2-run double to make it 3-1 Halos.
And Mike Trout gets a cutter on the inner third at 88 and just hits it
a missile right down that third base line.
Jordan Walker has the lone Cardinals RBI. He whistled a single under the glove of Rengifo and brought home Gorman back in the second. Swing and a drive to center. Adell going back at the track, at the wall, dead central, a home run for Walker. That was a big league at bat.
Short and Walker with his first home run of the 2025 campaign, a 419-foot shot to dead center field.
Alec Burleson 0 for 2. He has flied out and tapped back to the mound. That one looped down the left field line. It might turn to gold, and it will. Burleson with a bloop single represents the tying run, but he finds some green grass, and there's a start.
Here's a ground ball as Rengifo grabs it, flipped to Anderson, 1 over to first, 2, a double play.
Inning-ending double play as the Angels turn that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Rengifo, who lines one to left field. That's a base hit. Rengifo 2 for 3 now, and he's on to begin the 6th inning.
Gets a little bigger lead now as Liberatore has used up both disengagements for this batter. The runner goes. The pitch is a ball. The throw to second is a strike. Right on the bag to Donovan. Rengifo is tagged out. 1 out.
How about that throw by Pages? Right on the money, and he had a pretty decent jump.
I thought he had a wonderful jump. So that erases the leadoff single, and it's 2-2 on 3-time MVP Mike Trout.
To left center. Victor on the run. He's gone as far as he can go, and the park will hold it. Trout just missed. Big sigh of relief for Liberatore. There's out number 2.
The kick, the pitch. Soler takes strike 3, just above the knees. 4 strikeouts for Liberatore.
Kyle Hendricks in this at bat, the last 3 pitches, he went 2 fastballs, both in, and then that last one was a changeup.
Swing and a miss.
That's a strikeout there.
Ball don't lie.
Yes. Got him out in front, off balance again. The professor, change piece, little cut, change up.
It's a full count on Nolan Gorman. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Said he comes with a sinker, runs it back. He did a Greg Maddux there in that whole sequence. He threw a 4-seam cut fastball in, and then he throws the sinker.
Hendricks taking some time between pitches and the next delivery, and this is popped in the air out towards shortstop, and there is Tim Anderson to make the catch, and that is how the inning will end.
So Nootbaar leads off the 8th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Line into left center field, down for a hit. Nootbaar thought about 2, but slams on the brakes. That pitch 102 miles an hour. And Nootbaar represents the tying run, a leadoff single. Little chopper right side. That is going to advance the runner. So Burleson a productive out. Now Brendan Donovan bats. Little chopper. Tough play at second. Rengifo throws across his body. And the runner Nootbaar to third. Now 2 men are out.
Arenado 0 for 3 tonight. Ground out, fly out, a strikeout.
Little roller right side. Race to the bag. Shanuel. Low throw. The ball sails into the Cardinals dugout. And the game is tied at 3.
You knew that was trouble as soon as Shanuel dropped down that arm and tried to sling it over to Ben Joyce.
Another example, Brad, of just put the ball in play. The Cardinals get a huge break to tie it at 3.
Here's Victor Scott. Even with 2 outs, he's a guy who could really wreak havoc. Looping fly ball, easy for Joe Adell. Kenley Jansen, 1-2-3.
Angels and Cards go to extra innings. We're headed to the 10th. We're tied at 3. So here's Shanuel, and you know he'd like to do something here.
And on 2-2. Shanuel lines one toward right center field. After it is Scott. He can't get it. It bounces to the wall. Paris scores. Moncada's right behind him. Shanuel's on his way to third. It's redemption for Nolan Shanuel. And the Angels are back in front.
Adell has played Pepper at third base 3 times.
And here's the pitch, and there's one bounce through the left side. That's going to be an RBI hit. Adell delivers. The Angels add on, and now it's 6-3 here in the 10th inning.
And both runners are going to be able to advance. Victor Scott to third, Mason Wynn to second.
This is why Lucan made the team. He could change the score in the blink of an eye. Line drive left field. That's down for a base hit. That's going to score 2. Baker on his way to second. He's got a pinch hit. 2-run double.
First and third, 1 out. Tying run in Ciani over at third.
Arenado digs in, bat held high.
Ground ball, base hit, we're tied. Donovan around second. at 6.
Finally, the intentional walk to Trout will bring up Paris.
Tyree Paris have another magic moment in him.
Here's the next delivery, and there's a shot into right field that's going to drop in for an RBI hit. Paris comes through again for the Angels, and the Angels are back on top 7-6.
Paris is running, and he'll take second base. So a base hit would bring home 2.
Boy, a hit right here by Moncada. It's been a while. It'd be huge.
Ground ball fair down the third base line. Trout scores. Paris scores. Yoan Moncada has a 2-run double. 9-6 Angels.
Hakuna Moncada.
Well, the runner at second is Herrera. Victor Scott the second. Line into right field. That is down for a base hit. Herrera around third. He will score without a throw. Cardinals pick up a run, 9-7. The Cardinals are down to their last out, and it's Wilson Contreras who's looking for his first base hit of the year.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Say goodnight to the Cardinals. It took a village tonight, but the Angels get their 4th straight win. In 11 innings, it comes 9-7.